Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch My Hero Academia Season 6, Episode 5. I'm filming today. Maybe it's not a good idea. I have the impression that the world is telling me that it's not a good idea to film today. Like really, I woke up this morning feeling so tired. Like really, like I didn't sleep at all. I don't know if it's happening to you sometimes. Like really, you're waking up and even if you slept for 8 hours, you're waking up and it feels like it was nothing and you're feeling even more tired than the day before. I woke up like that this morning and I was like, I'm not gonna film like that. Like really, my mind is so blurry. So I was like, maybe this afternoon, beginning of this afternoon, I tried to open things and all, you know, to put everything in place. I had some issues with that, so I was really like, it's beginning to get on my nerves and I'm feeling tired, so it's even more getting on my nerves. I pressed play, you know, to begin this reaction video and suddenly I discovered that my neighbor has a dog. And why I discovered that? Because suddenly when I pressed play, the dog began to make a lot of noise. 20 minutes. It lasted for 20 minutes. Let's say that at 10 minutes I want, you know, at my neighbor, you know, like, someone there? No, like, it's gonna begin to be a little annoying and for sure no one responded and it was a little weird because I could hear the TV inside, so that was a little weird. So after that I sent a text, you know, to my neighbor because we are good neighbors. We are not friends, but we are good neighbors. We are helping each other and it's really nice, you know, like that. We are not talking to each other each day, you know, each week or nothing like that. But when we need help, we are helping each other. So I sent her a text and I was like, your dad maybe has a new dog and he's around right now, like maybe you let the dog, it has been 20 minutes that the dog is making noise, you know, like, you know, I'm working at my place and our walls are really thin, so can you do something about it? And finally I heard the dad, you know, coming back into the apartment and suddenly the dog is not making noise anymore, so that's great, thank you for that. I said to my neighbor, I sent her a new text telling her that's okay, don't worry, that's it, someone came back, so the dog is not making noise anymore, like don't worry about it. I almost wanted to add, maybe the dog is too young to be let alone, you know, into an apartment during more than 20 minutes, maybe it's too soon for that, maybe clearly I know that last week they didn't have any dog. Suddenly they have a dog. Okay, cool, but clearly the dog is not used enough, you know, to the environment to be let alone into that apartment. But clearly, see, I have the impression that the entire universe is telling me, nope, you shouldn't film today, like we're not gonna let you film today. But me, I want to film today, and I want to watch these 2 episodes today. I want to have news about this fight. I'm not sure that it's gonna end, you know, these 2 fights, the one that we have at the hospital and the one that we have at the villa. I'm pretty sure that it's not gonna end with these 2 episodes. I have the impression that it's gonna last during the entire first half of the season, these 2 fights together. So me, I just want to have some news about our guys. I really have the impression that some people, you know, some of our guys, students, teachers, heroes, they can die. So really, each time that I'm, you know, watching one of these episodes about these 2 fights, I'm really like that. So I'm impatient and I'm stressed at the same time, but I want to know, no matter what, I want to know. I hope that everything is gonna be alright. I hope that, and at the same time, we just woke up Shigaraki, you know, by stopping this experiment which was made on him, meaning that he's gonna be into the fight, and we know how strong he can be. He's gonna be into the fight, the new version of him is gonna be into the fight, so clearly it's an improved version of Shigaraki, and it's an improved version of Shigaraki without finishing the experience. What does it mean? Like, what impact it's gonna have on him? The fact that we didn't finish the experience on him, you know, like, did he lose his mind? I don't know, like, maybe it means something really bad. Do you like the Nomos right now? I don't know. But we have that. We have also at the villa all of what happened with Twice, who died. We for sure all of the other ones who are gonna want their revenge for that. I'm thinking of Toga, for example. Even if they planned maybe more to escape from that situation, but we had Dabi just in front of Ox like that, who burnt everything and was that close to burn him for good. I have that up that maybe Tokoyami and the other ones, they guessed what was happening and maybe they're gonna come soon enough to help him. Like, we had that little discussion between Tokoyami and Ox, you know, that reminder of this moment that they spent together and they were talking about Ox's worst weakness. So I'm like, if they showed that it was on purpose, maybe it's gonna ring a bell for Tokoyami and he's gonna come to help. At least that's what I hope. But I want to see that, I want to be sure of it. Because you know me, I have one rule, one mojo, body cold, eyes closed. If I don't see that, the person is not dead. And for now, Ox, we didn't see him like that, body cold, eyes closed. So I'm gonna consider that the guy is not dead. For now, I'm sorry, but for me, he's not dead. But see, we have already these two situations. I'm not even talking about all of the other ones. For sure, all of the Nomus who are fighting right now against our heroes, our guys. All of the ones who are not waking up for now, but who can wake up just like that, if it can be like that at the hospital, it's already really bad. We have also all of the situation for sure at the villa. Okay, you blocked everyone inside of this villa, that's cool, all of the villains, by destroying all of their ways to evacuate, but still you're gonna have to pressure them like that and to block them, to really arrest them. Again, I'm afraid of some of our guys being really badly hurt or being killed during these fights. Like, it would be a miracle if none of our guys from our side is getting really hurt or getting killed during this fight. It would be a miracle, and I don't believe in miracle. If the villains, you know, they lost twice, I have the illusion that, you know, for the balance, we're gonna lose someone also. I would hate that, but at the same time I would be surprised if it's not happening. I was really impressed by Mirko during the previous episode. How great she was during this fight. She was not giving up, she was a true fighter, she was so brave, so clever. I really appreciated her. I said what I said about her costume, I'm not gonna come back to it, you know what I think about it. It's a no for me, but clearly her character is amazing. I would have loved, you know, to know her before and maybe for her to be one of the teachers or someone like that. Someone, you know, with her attitude, a female character like her, it would have been great. And for sure we had also Present Mike, you know, radio guy, intervening to really break the thing. That was so cool also. But now what is gonna happen? Radio guy, Present Mike. I don't know why I'm naming him Radio guy. Maybe because of his voice, you know, which is making me think so much of a radio guy, you know, someone working at a station. I don't know. No matter what, he went away with the doctor, but Shigaraki is gonna wake up. Andova is trying to help right now Mirko to heal her, but it's not gonna repair her. Really? The situation is really bad at the hospital. Like, for now, if I have to vote for one situation getting worse than the other one, I think that it's gonna be the one at the hospital. Which is a little weird, because in fact we have more villains at the other place. Oh, I don't know, but I'm gonna see that right now. Remember that if you want, on my Patreon you can have 4 episodes of advance, which means 2 weeks of advance or even more with the new schedule, you know, with House of the Dragon and The Boys being back. I know that I changed my schedule at least for 2 weeks, so maybe it's gonna be right now for you on Patreon or on YouTube. No matter what, on my Patreon you have 4 episodes of advance, meaning that if you're subscribing right now to my Patreon, you can have normally my reactions and my thoughts about episode 9, if you can be interested by that. And it's the best way to support me, my Patreon. That's why I'm giving you that much of advance on it, to thank you for giving me your support on my Patreon. And you have also the full opacity and longer reaction part, sometimes even the 4 reaction part, if you can be interested by that. Let's go for this episode! And now! We knew that he would wake up at some point. Soon. Now. Do you have the choice? Good job! They're coming? Okay, they are not coming. It didn't do anything. Okay. Is it enough? Oh, we didn't know you, so I'm not gonna cry for you, but that's it. Well, I told you during the intro, I was afraid of some of our guys from our side dying. That's it. That was just the first one. At this risk. Tokoyami. Tokoyami. He knows! He knows! Tokoyami, you need to send Dark Shadow now? No. Or just yourself. Yes. Take him with you. Take him with you and... You're not seeing everything, all of the circumstances, like... No. Oh, fake! He needs time to... Ah, okay. So you need to go for it to attack him again and again? No, I'm not Tokoyami, I swear. It's Todoroki. Ah, no! You? By intervening right there? Yes! You helped us. That's great. Tell me that you didn't... No. I love that you trust him that much, you're not even believing into it, not even a second. Makia? Yes, but really far from you, like, I'm impressed, Makia. You know, he has a good nose, like... Okay, you're still evacuating the place. And yes, Todoroki is right there. Why I thought that it was him. I'm sorry, I'm forced to make a break. I told you during the intro, my neighbor, you know, my neighbor's dog, the fact that it was making a lot of noise, she just responded me to tell me how much she was sorry, that yes, they are trying to let him, the dog, alone and all. And she's being so nice, and something really great is the fact that no, they don't have a new dog. It's just that they are dog sitting a dog. I don't know for how long, but they are dog sitting a dog for now. So it's not gonna last for a long time. So I'm really feeling sorry now that she's feeling sorry. You know, I'm that kind of person, like I'm mad during 5 minutes and after that I'm sorry during 2 entire weeks because I was mad and you know I may... Oh, that's it. I don't like for people to feel sorry or anything like that, even if, yes, it was a little our fault, but at the end, it's like that, it's about life. That's it. I had to respond to her because really now I'm feeling guilty. I'm sorry. See, I'm sorry to you now. Ah. Huh? Huh? Ah! He's talking to you right now? While you're awake? Maybe he felt also that Shigaraki woke up. He knows it, he felt it, he told you. Away, Present Mike. Thank you, Grand Torino, for intervening. Just by touching, you can die. I said what? You know, they don't know. All of the ones of you who know how to fight. Oh, clearly the doctor, you can leave him right there. You don't need the doctor, like... Did they go far away? All of the civilians, you know, like... Let him right there, let him die, this one. Oh, I know we need information from him, but... Yes, further! Midoriya! I love the spirit, Midoriya, but you can't. Deku, run! Yes, you met before, you met. he became the worst villain ever and you're that close to be the best hero ever. I'm sorry, I was... Not because they're dead, not because they're dead. No. You can't save everyone like that, like... Shigaraki, Walker. You don't deserve a cape. Only heroes can have a cape. You forgot something? Clearly. But some of them are still... You're hearing his voice also. The fact that the experience never finished completely, maybe it's good for us? Oh, if you're waking up Makia now. No I haven't seen. It's a preview. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? How can we get out from that situation? Like really, I'm thinking right now that it's impossible. That's something really great, you know, because you saw me binge watching this anime. So you saw my first impressions, you know, thoughts about Shigaraki during the first season. I was telling you, he was really acting like a kid, like a teenager in an impulsive way, and he was really complaining a lot. Like, I don't know, I didn't have a big impression of him, and it's really little by little that I understood that we were seeing his evolution as much in fact as Deku's evolution. And really with what happened at the end of the previous season, it was really about, okay, he became truly the worst villain and he really declared to everyone, you know, to Makia, I'm gonna be your next master, to all of the villains, I can be the leader, the big leader of all of the villains, and to us, the viewers, he proved that he would be the big villain that Deku is gonna have to fight at some point. So, like we are seeing the evolution of Deku to become the best hero of all time, in fact we saw also the evolution of Shigaraki beginning to be, you know, like being now the worst villain ever. But because we spent a lot of time with Shigaraki and the villains at the end of the previous season, and because of what is happening right now, they managed to make me think, I mean the writers, you know, this anime managed to make me think that we're screwed. For now we're screwed. Like, villains, you know, they are really in advance in comparison of us, and Shigaraki is clearly in advance in comparison of Deku. So, you know, with these two fights, I already had the impression that we would lose people. I told you that during the intro, that some of our guys, students, teachers, heroes, some of our guys would die. And I didn't even consider, you know, that Shigaraki waking up, it would mean that. It's worse. You know, like, that's it. We already lost people and we're gonna continue to lose people with these two fights. With Shigaraki involved into that one at the hospital place. This anime, after spending 4 seasons and a half, making me think that that's it, it's not an anime in which they are killing people, it's really fun, it's entertaining, okay, we have villains, but you know, we are having fun. Now that's it, I'm not feeling safe anymore watching this anime, I'm not feeling like we can survive anymore, and I'm even feeling like villains are gonna win that battle. That battle with these two fights, it's the beginning of this war, and we're gonna lose that battle. With the heroes, you know, the good side, we're gonna lose that battle. On one front, for sure, at the hospital with Shigaraki, all of that, I can't see any way for us to win against him for sure, and to make him escape, run away, neither. So I really think that it's all guys who are gonna be forced to run away, to escape, to protect the population, you know, to take that decision, to let Shigaraki win that battle so we can save the majority of people. At the villa we have so many villains inside and the situation is so bad, but at the same time we have so many heroes. I really don't know. And you know, the fact that he just woke up also Makia, and Makia is gonna come and he told him, let's go to destroy everything. Like really, Shigaraki, you're planning that this battle in fact is gonna be the only battle. That's it, you're gonna manage to kill everyone. Let's destroy everything. You can't destroy everything. And everyone. You know, the situation at the villa, I was worried for Ox, but at the same time I told you that if they showed us that memory to Koyami with Ox, about Ox weakness being about fire, who could burn his things, you know, his wings, I was like, okay, that's it, it's on purpose, it's to tell us that Tokoyami is gonna come to save him, and it happened, so I'm really glad. For sure, after that, I was like, it's gonna be still awful because you can't escape, Dark Shadow can't really happen, you know, like exist with all of these lights, with this fire, so I was really worried about the situation. At the end, I'm glad that they managed to escape for real, but I'm still really concerned about the situation with the fact that these villains, they can be so good, and yes, they can defend themselves so good, like it's not a win right there, it's not a win at the villa. I'm not counting it as a win just because we destroyed their ways, you know, to evacuate. No, like, it's just the beginning of the battle, like what we saw at the villa for now, it was just the prologue for me of the fight that we're gonna have at the villa. And I was a little worried when David talked to Tokoyami about the fact that Ox killed twice, because yes, he killed twice, we can't deny it, but clearly there is an entire context around that, and there is the fact that Ox tried to have twice, you know, switching with them, offered him a way out that he refused. We understand why. We saw twice evolution, know why he was so attached to the League of Villains, so clearly we knew that twice wouldn't accept at all to join Ox. But Ox, he offered him that way out. And Ox, he also tried to hurt twice enough so the guy wouldn't use his quirk, but at the same time, he didn't want to kill him. It was really at the end, at the very end, that it was forced to happen, you know, his death. So I'm glad that Tokoyami didn't buy that, what Dabi said, and he just totally believed his teacher, his mentor, without even asking himself the question. But I was a little afraid during this moment because it's not the first time that we have some of these villains trying to make our students switch, and I'm wondering if at some point it's gonna succeed. You know, they tried with Bakugo, right there Dabi tried a little with Tokoyami, and for me it was a good reminder that our guys, our students, for sure we love them with all of our hearts, but they are still kids, and kids, they can be easily, or at least in an easier way, switched than adults. Do you understand what I mean? They lived for less time and less stuff, and suddenly one thing is gonna make them switch. So I'm afraid that at some point maybe it's gonna happen for one of our students. I don't want to imagine that any of our students is gonna switch at any point. You know, I'm thinking of all of them, imagining who could switch. Mineta, Kaminari, no, none of them can switch. Oh, and just so you know, I never forgot that we have a rat. Even if for me, we can't have a rat, like, I believe that during 5 entire seasons, but the fact that the villains were not warned that our guys were coming, for me it's the proof that in fact villains have no rat inside, because they would have known that we were coming if it was the case. You understand what I mean? But just know that I keep that in mind. For maybe one day telling you, see, I knew it, but we had a rat inside. Okay, I'm gonna stop this video right now. I'm gonna watch one more episode. For sure, for this episode, I'm gonna put the full reaction part on my Patreon. Be sure of it if you want to see really all of my reactions about this entire episode. You can have that on my Patreon, and you can have also my 4 next reaction videos of My Hero Academia, in case you can be interested. No matter what, it's all for you for this video, and it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.